This is the video for issues 1 to 4 of the Ford Shelby Mustang build. Issue 1 covers the nose, the front bumper and the license plate. So to begin issue 1, take the nose section and the lower grille and fit that to the rear of the nose section like this, and you're going to secure this with 2 MD02 screws in these 2 holes here. Next, take the bumper and ensuring that the cutaway on the bumper matches the cutaway on the nose section, just fit that into place as well, using the 2 projections into the 2 holes. Just press it in, and then inside secure it with 2 MP01 screws into these 2 holes here. The headlamps are fitted next, and these are marked with an L and an R to tell you which side they go on. So take the left headlamp and they fit from the front, so push the lamp through from the front and line the tab up at the rear over the hole, and then secure that in place with an MD01 screw. And then do the same with the right hand side. And that's how they should look from the front. Issue 1 completes with the installation of the license plate, and this just fits over these 2 holes here, using the 2 holes on the plate itself. The screws for the license plate are very small, so you have to be careful not to over tighten them. So just screw that in place with 2 MD03 screws. And this is how your build should look at the end of issue 1. Issue 2 is the front tyre and wheel. The tyre itself is very hard when you first get it. You need to get it this soft by using a hairdryer or some warm water and give it a soak. This is how soft you're going to need it to fit over the wheel. And the best way of doing it is to push the wheel inside the tyre first and then pull the tyre over the wheel like this, and then seal down all the edges. Make sure it's a good fit all around the outside, and then leave the wheel and tyre to cool down again and harden. Next you'll need the steering knuckle, the caliper, the brake disc shield and the brake disc to continue with this issue. The first thing to do is to take the steering knuckle and the brake disc shield and fit this over the steering knuckle using these 2 pins here. It only fits on one way, so just fit it on and push it into place. Then take the brake disc and fit that so that the flat side fits over the flat side of the brake disc shield, like that. Next, take the brake caliper and fit that over the assembly so that the hole in the tab lines up with the hole in the steering knuckle, like that. And then you're going to secure that into place with an MD04 screw. Then take the brake disc assembly and, using the notch in the brake disc there, fit this over the tab inside the wheel. So just fit it over and give it a turn around until it fits into place like this. And then you can secure that in place then with a single MD02 screw. And just tighten this up so that the wheel doesn't wobble but can still turn. Then you can finish up by installing the Shelby logo to the inside of the wheel, like this, and just push it into place. Issue 3 is the intake manifold, rocker covers and the air cleaner. So the first thing to do is to identify the front of the manifold, and that is the side with the two holes in it. The rear doesn't have any holes, so you need to put this on your bench with the two rocker covers for left and right, so that you know which is which. You can then fit each rocker cover in place with two MD02 screws. They just fit over the projections inside the rocker cover, fit into these holes here, like this. Next, take the air cleaner base, the element and the cover, and fit the element into this groove on the base, like this. It doesn't fit properly into place, it'll just rest on the groove line. Then with these two pins here on your right, take the air cleaner cover and with the Cobra logo facing you, fit that into place also, like this, and then install this with a MP01 screw into the hole in the reverse of the air cleaner base. Just fit the screw there and just tighten that up. Take the two carburetors and identify which is the short side and which is the long side. You can see on this one, this side is shorter than this side. So when they're installed on the manifold, the two short sides will be next to each other, like this. Take the manifold and you can then fit the two carburetors in the small holes on top there, like this, remembering to keep the shorter ends of the carburetor together in the center. Just press them into place. And with the front of the manifold facing you, take the air cleaner and with the Cobra logo facing you also, fit that over the carburetors using the two long projections. That should fit right there. Then you can secure that in place with two MP01 screws in these two holes underneath. Finally, you can complete issue 3 by fitting the rocker cap into this hole here on the left hand side of the engine, and that just fits in one way. just locate the D-shaped hole, just push it into place like that. Issue 4 is the assembly of the grille, fog lights and logo. You also get the hood with this issue, and you need to put this somewhere safe and wrap it up to prevent scratching and save it for a future issue. First thing to do is to take the grille, and with these two holes, the two small holes on your left, take the Shelby Cobra logo and fit that into the two small holes and just push it into place until the pins come through onto the rear side like that. Take the nose assembly from issue 1 and turning it over, take the grille and fit that over these two holes here in the nose section like this, with the Shelby logo facing outward, and then you can secure that with two MD02 screws. Before you finish tightening the screws for the grille, make sure that the grille is in contact with the front of the nose section there, and then when it's in the correct position you can finish tightening up the screws at the back. Next to fit and to complete the build for issue 4 is the two fog lamps. They're marked with an R and an L on the reverse so you know which one's which, and also there's a screw on the reverse as well, and this screw will be going upward in the grille. So start by taking the left fog lamp, and with the screw facing up on the grille they just push into place. You may have to just turn the fog lamp slightly to get the screw in the right position on the back. Then do the same with the right fog lamp. That completes the build for issues 1 to 4. Any spare screws or parts that you have left over need to be bagged up and labelled to be used in future issues.